Published by the Stray FM news team at 8:03 a.m. the 5th of October 2018. Thousands of people in the area give up their time to help others. Nominations can be made to recognize a friend, family member, a volunteer you work with, or even a local business. Shortlisted nominees will be invited to the annual Volunteering Oscars award ceremony at the Old Swan Hotel on the 2nd of November 2018. There are 16 categories: Young Volunteer of the Year, for any volunteer under 25 years of age. Care Volunteer of the Year, for any volunteer who has worked with and contributed towards a care-based activity. Community Volunteer of the Year, for any volunteer who has worked with and contributed towards a community-based activity. Environment Volunteer of the Year, or any volunteer who has worked with and contributed towards an activity to improve either the attractiveness of the local environment or the preservation of the natural environment. Sports Volunteer, for any volunteer who has worked with and contributed towards a sports-based activity. Volunteering Team of the Year, for any group of volunteers who have worked together either on an individual project or in an organization. Harrogate Advertiser Unsung Heroes, one award will be given to any volunteer who has gone the extra mile in each of the 4 locations. Harrogate Knaresborough Ribbon, Trustee of the Year, for the trustee who demonstrates exceptionally sound decision-making, and has provided ongoing support which allowed the charity to most effectively achieve its objectives within the last year. Organization of the Year, for an organization which has demonstrated best practice in volunteer management. Corporate Engagement Award, for any business or team who have taken part in a volunteering initiative over the past 12 months. Volunteer of the Year, for the volunteer who has given an extraordinary contribution to an organization, its service users and fellow volunteers. This volunteer has gone those extra few miles. Lifetime Volunteer Award, for the volunteer who has given an extraordinary contribution to the organization, its service users and fellow volunteers over a significant length of time. Unlike the other awards, this recognizes the contribution across a number of years rather than just the last 12 months. Nominations can be made here and the deadline is 9 p.m. on Monday the 8th of October. Main photo. Thanks to Harrogate Advertiser. Top articles. National. 2 children from the same family have died after getting E. coli in Leicestershire, Public Health England (FE) has said. World. A British man has died after being bitten by a sea snake in Australia. Sport. Ahead of the two sides meeting in a top-of-the-table Premier League clash at Anfield on Sunday afternoon, we asked the experts how Liverpool got the better of Manchester City last season. Showbiz. Actress Terry Hatcher has written to Donald Trump about her own sexual assault after the president mocked a woman accusing his Supreme Court nominee of a sex crime. Harrogate. Craven. Food and drink, famous for their homemade scones. Health. Those who quit for 28 days are 5x more likely to quit completely. Education. Coming to town at the end of September. Christmas. Local blogger, The Harrogate Girl, picks the best frocks, gowns and outfits for the big Christmas parties of 2017. Special reports. People affected by last year's downpours describe what has happened in the last 12 months. 70s. On this day, the battle was fierce, but we've crowned the Stray 70s listeners' top summer tune from the 1970s.